That's where Liz Bentley comes in. She's trained emerging leaders around the world to bring their best selves to work and to reach their full potential.
We are called to rise when the hard is presented to us. Those are our biggest moments in life. And I can promise you, a lot of times we miss that clue. We miss it. We don't recognize when the hard comes, that this is when we rise to meet it.
At the end of the day, hard work is hard. It's not easy. It's hard. And the hard part is scary and it's tough. In life, a lot of times we want to know something's going to work, right? We'd rather know. But if we're always doing what we know, then we're not taking a risk.
Most of our life basically is every day doing all of our good habits and bad habits the same way, again and again. We put in the same input, we get the same output. Now in this room, I know that there are a lot of people who work very, very hard in their careers. But also in this room, everyone in this room gets very different results from that hard work.
Mindset is actually critical. So what we always say is you have to be in growth mindset. I'm sure many of you have heard that before. What that means is you're constantly evolving your thinking and how you show up to things. Seeking happiness and balance inside of that is always checking back in with yourself, but also recognizing that the road to happiness is often filled with lots of pain and struggle. In order to be happy, we have to push ourselves out of our comfort zone to do things that are hard so that we can really be the best version of ourselves.
So if you want to be really good at something, you want to be, one of the top performers, you got to be willing to put it all out there, and you got to be willing to fail. You have to always be in a growth mindset to live in this way that I'm talking about, to be evolving, to be growing. So what does evolving mean? It means being able to see things differently. It means being able to see through a different lens. See, when we're shifting, when we're moving, when we're working with the change, we can start to see the way through. We can start to figure out what excellence looks like. So lately, I've been going around the country over the last 6 months, working with teams and talking to groups and saying, how do we push ourselves to go into excellence? And then I've said, well, when you achieve excellence in those moments, in those times, how does it make you feel? And the first thing I heard, which was so interesting, was happier. Happier is what people have said. It makes me happier. And I find that really interesting because we have a tendency to want to think that complacency will make us happy because it's more comfortable, because it's easier. And that things that are hard and scary and take a lot of work are things that we don't recognize are actually going to make us happy once we get to the other side.
I thought Liz was very inspiring and very informative. She gave me some great ideas that I will implement in my business.
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pertinent to what we do on a day-to-day basis, both short-term and long-term.
I loved her energy. I loved her inspiration. I loved the way that she injected humor into her presentation too.